Is this the best electric guitar for under £1,000? Well, in today's video we find out as we take a look at the Korg Guitar X700 Triality. So without further ado, let's get straight into the video. Hey guys, welcome back to Squealing Guitars, the home of luxury drum machines here in Nottingham, England. My name is Keightley and today we're doing a review of the Korg X700 Triality guitar. Before I get into the video today, I must disclose that this is a sponsored video. Korg Guitars has sponsored this video and sent this guitar to us to review. However, all the opinions in this video are 100% my own and completely honest. So without further ado, let's get straight into the video. So this guitar is a very interesting fusion guitar. You have single coils and humbuckers, you've got kind of a more vintage style tremolo, but it definitely is more of a modern feeling instrument. Taking influence from Ibanez and Keightley, this guitar has a very shreddy appearance. As you guys know, I'm more of a Gibson fan, so playing a guitar like this is very much out of my comfort zone, but we're going to see what it's like in today's video. So guys, now it's time to go over the specs of this Korg Guitar's X700 Triality. What a name indeed, and obviously from visual kind of inspection, it's a very nicely built guitar. Obviously a very low price point for this guitar as it's the best guitar under £1,000 we're calling this video. But it's a very ergonomic shape, definitely got some influence from Ibanez, maybe Keightley. It's got that very nice modern look to it, but I really like how it has single coils. You've got that kind of bluesy thing in the neck, and then you've got the more metal in the bridge. You've got a really nice fusion guitar on your hands. And for me, when we're looking at these lower price points, it's really important that a guitar can do several sounds, in my opinion. For me, a guitar of this price point should be able to achieve several different tones. So whether that has coil splits or it has single coils and humbuckers, it's the best guitar for that money, because typically people who will be spending that money will be starting out or more intermediate guitar players. Maybe you're wanting to get your second guitar. This is a great guitar for that. It's a very aesthetically pleasing instrument. I really like this kind of natural streak here, and it's a very comfortable guitar to play as it's a satin finish all over, but it's open pore, so you can actually feel the grain of the wood, which is a really nice premium feature for this guitar. But let's talk about the construction first. So obviously it's a bolt-on neck, we have that kind of recessed heel. We have a swamp ash body, which has some really nice natural figuring. As you can see on the side there, you can see some really nice figuring indeed. As this is ash, it has a very light weight. It's a very nice lightweight guitar thanks to that swamp ash, and you might think that this is like a top, but it's actually just a painted section over the guitar where you have this kind of two-tone sunburst and then you have the natural here. Then moving on to the neck, it's a roasted maple neck with walnut and it's 5 pieces. Our neck is a 5-ply neck. We have 3 pieces of roasted maple, so that's really good for strength. What they do is put it into a temperature-controlled environment where it's really hot. It brings out all the moisture in the wood, meaning that the wood is more stable and it also has this nice caramel look. And then we have 2 pieces of walnut running through just for extra strength. So this is a very solid neck. We also have a volute. We also have a roasted maple fingerboard. My only criticism with this is that it's slightly different shade to the back of the neck. Obviously these are small criticisms, it's a fairly affordable guitar, but yeah, I'd prefer for them to be a little bit more matched in terms of the shade of the wood. We have loom inlay side dots, which is a really nice premium feature, and then we have the black indicator dots in the front. Obviously a 25.5 inch scale length, 24 frets, so we've got that very modern kind of feeling, very shreddy. We have a 25.5 inch scale length on this one with 24 frets, and we have the truss rod adjustment right at the top there, so it's a very modern feeling guitar. We have 6-in-Lone Kort branded locking tuners, which again is a very premium feature. These stay in tune really well. I've already done the tone demo for this guitar, and I was really impressed by how they stayed in tune. They're also staggered, so each one of the tuners is staggered in height, so it's perfectly matched for the nut, which is really nice. And then you can see there, very strong Kort logo on that. Really like that indeed. Now let's talk about the electronics, which is a really strong point for this guitar. We have a 5-way switch, we've got 2 single coils, 1 humbucker, and then we have 1 volume, 1 tone, and when we have a push-pull switch on that tone. So these pickups are the Fishman Open Coil Classic set, and they're finished in this lovely white look. And I'm a real big fan of these pickups. Again, I've already done the tone demo. Obviously, guys, you'll have to wait for that. But the bridge pickup in particular sounds incredible, so I'll wait for you to obviously listen to them. But a really good set of pickups. Each single coil sounds amazing as well. The switch does feel a little bit cheap, but obviously they have to save some money somewhere. So yeah, the switch is a little bit cheap, but the pickups are very high quality. It's important to note as well that this guitar comes in 2 colors. You have this obviously 2-tone sunburst with the natural, and then you have like a black looking one, which I'll put on the screen now. A really good offering from Kort. They're a really good factory. Everything's feeling very good. The guitar is crafted in Indonesia, and I have to say I'm very impressed with the quality at the price point. Obviously here at Squealing Pig Guitars, I demo vintage guitars. I played a Burst last week. We play custom shop guitars all the time, and this guitar does not feel out of place in the studio. It feels incredible, and it's a very good quality instrument for the price. For me, that's what's the most important about guitars at this level, is that they feel good. The neck shape is nice, the frets feel good. There's no kind of sharp edges. It's a comfortable guitar. Most importantly, that it stays in tune properly. Thanks to this tremolo, the guitar actually stays in tune really nicely. This is called the Kort CFA Free Tremolo, and it has a nice kind of spring-loaded type thing, very similar to a Fender. So that is the Kort X700 Triality, all the specs you need to know. So without further ado, let's go to the tone demonstration and plug it in. Welcome to the tone demonstration of this Kort guitar. Today we're demoing the X700 Triality, and it's a really cool, shreddy looking shape. It's definitely a very dynamic model. Obviously you've got 2 single coils in the front. At the start of today's video, I was doing a loop in B minor, so I thought I'd just show you the tones that I used for that. So most of it was on the bridge pickup. So I've got my Kemper set up on like a AC30 setting. I've got a little EQ pedal and a delay, and I've rolled the tone all the way off on the bridge pickup to get the kind of chord sound. Really nice ambient sound, and if you went on to some lead playing with that, it'd also have a very nice sound as well. A little bit bucket heady in a way. It's a very numb sound, obviously, on that tone control being all the way down. But if I pull it up, obviously you can. So much dynamic range in this bridge pickup, and it has a really nice numb sound. I really like it indeed. Even on the full kind of tone, it's not too bright. You can split that coil down as well to get some single coils in. Then for my lead sound that I used in the intro, I just added a tube screamer, which sounds like this. Again, the tone was quite low down for that, and it had a really nice sustainy tone. bridge pickup sounds incredible. And obviously, as you guys know, I'm more of a Gibson guy. I play a lot of Les Pauls. Don't often play a 25.5-inch scale, but I find this really comfortable as it takes me right back to when I used to own a Ibanez RG when I was younger, and that was one of the guitars that I learned all my shred licks on. So I do feel quite comfortable with this guitar. Obviously, it has a little bit of Ibanez DNA. I'm sure Kurt are scared of saying that. We obviously have this exposed piece of wood, which is quite a popular move now for modern kind of metal guitars. So here's the next single coil. This is full volume, full tone. So it's a very bright piano-like tone, very nice and balanced, and this guitar stays in tune really nicely. As I roll down the tone control, that's when I get that tone that I'm looking for. Slightly warmer, but still very single coily. Closed your eyes, you'd think that was a Strat, and that's why I love this Kurt guitar. It's just because of the dynamic versatility and tonal versatility that you can get just with the free pickups. As I move it one position down, we can obviously get that in-between tone. So let's play a little bit of Hendrix. Nice one, sounding good. I definitely prefer the next single coil as opposed to the two single coils together. Sounds a little bit anemic, but that being said, if you put a little bit more of an overdrive pedal on, you probably get a bit of a better tone there. Middle pickup, let's see what that sounds like. Just goes to show there how well intonated this guitar is as well. So do chords right at the top. All the way to the top, they're so intonated and in tune, which is very impressive for a guitar like this. Okay, so now it's time for the middle pickup and the bridge outer coil. like the kind of single chords there. So you can hear there, you get some really nice snappy, funky tones on this guitar, but also as you put on the distortion, go to the bridge pickup, you can get some really nice metal. So guys, that's the end of the video. I really hope you've enjoyed watching this Cork Guitars review of the X700 Triality. As I mentioned at the start, this is a sponsored video, but all the opinions in this video are my own. I'm going to rate this guitar a 7 out of 10 for today's episode, and this is the reason why. Personally, I think this is a killer instrument for any student of the guitar wanting to diverse their styles, who's wanting to diverse their genres and play different licks every single day. This guitar delivers a hodgepodge of different tones, from single coil tones in the neck to humbucker tones in the bridge, from metal to rock to fusion. You can do anything on this guitar, and it also plays really well. That's why I'm calling it the best guitar for under £1,000, is because of the different tones that it can achieve. That being said as well, the fretwork is immaculate on this guitar, and it has a very nice kind of modern shape which would be very beneficial for a beginner or intermediate musician. That being said, there was a few gripes with this guitar. First, the 5-way switch was very cheap. It didn't feel that reassuring. However, the pickups and the volume and tone controls felt immaculate. Secondly, the roasted maple fretboard was a different colour to the neck, which again I thought could have been changed a little bit. I wasn't a massive fan of that. But fundamentally, most of these are cosmetic problems, not playability problems, which is a big thing when you're looking at a guitar at this price point. The massive bonuses of this guitar is that it has incredible intonation. I was playing chords right at the top of the neck and I had no problem with tuning. I barely had to tune this guitar at all during the demo, and I was able to do whole step bends to two-tone bends without even having a problem. For a Gibson player, a 25.5 inch scale length is normally a little bit uncomfortable for me, but I didn't find that in today's demo. I had it tuned to E flat, and I found the 24th fret very easy to play. It made me play different, which was awesome. When a guitar kind of dictates the way you play and allows you to play in different styles, that's a good guitar, as it's inspiring you to play differently. And this guitar definitely did that. So price aside, it's an incredible instrument. I'd really recommend trying out one of the Core X700 series guitars. But as always, if you enjoyed today's video, make sure to leave a like on today's video and hit subscribe if you're new. Make sure to turn on the notification bell to be notified when we make a new video. I post Monday to Friday every single day, so make sure to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out. And finally, leave your comments in the comment section below. What do you think of this Core X700 Triality? Do you like it or do you hate it? Let me know in the comment section below. I love talking to you guys in the comment section. But that is the end of today's video. My name is Ben Keightley, and that leaves me with one last thing to say. Keep rocking, guys. I'll see you soon.